Uh, girls don't know just to get it right. Hey, hey, hey. What is going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Junior's World of Soul. I am back with the new video. Yes, I am back to represent R&B soul the right way. As y'all can hear, I came in with Tone Snitz. Get it right. Yo, this joint is a banger. It is from his recent EP, Can We Talk? I talked about Tone a couple of times on Current R&B Bangers. I talked about his joint, Let Me Go, and a favorite of mine so far of 2018, I am talking about Hold It Down. But this joint is called Get Right. He just released the new video for it maybe about 3 days ago. And I felt like, why not start the video with a little slow, nice little bop? You know what I'm saying? This joint has a nice bop. Yo, check him out. Listen, Tone Snitz is up next. I'm telling you, this dude can sing. He really can sing. He can dance. He's just a dope artist all around, yo. So definitely check him out. I'm going to put all his info in the more info box. I definitely want y'all to check this new video out because it's dope. You know what I'm saying? It got a nice little bop to it. You know what I'm saying? You can just groove a little bit like, hey, just to get it right. Woo! All right, all right. But y'all know what it is. It is Current R&B Bangers. I am back. You know how Current R&B Bangers is. You know what we do here. Current R&B Bangers is all about proving mainstream wrong about R&B soul being dead. And it's not. It's alive and well. It's just, mainstream is just not feeling it. So, I'm so glad that I came up with, Current R&B Bangers weekly so I can prove to the masses that R&B is here, y'all. You know what I'm saying? We got so many websites that's representing R&B the right way, not just using it for clicks. And I'm talking about thisisrb.com. I'm talking about, I got Soul, Singers Room, Rated R&B. There's so many websites that's representing R&B the right way, and I want to add myself to that at Junior's World of Soul because I feel like, with R&B not really being mainstream as we want it to, we start having these conversations and these weird conversations like the whole Bruno Mars situation. And if we had our mainstream artists really doing R&B the right way rather than trying to cater to, the trap, yes, you can connect to the young, but also keep the roots of R&B there, and that's the problem. So it seems like when somebody else does it that's mainstream, and I'm talking about Bruno and Adele and Sam Smith, it's like they're the best things since sliced bread. But you have so many other people that's doing it. It's just they're not getting love. The labels are not pushing them, and they don't have a platform. So here at Junior's World of Soul, I'm glad that I can do Current R&B Bangers to give indie artists or, even artists that sign, to give them a platform so their music can be exposed. So that's all what Current R&B Bangers is about, and we do it weekly. And you know what? Let's get this started. I got 5 bangers for y'all because I don't want to keep y'all too long because I do got 5 bangers for y'all, and they are some knockers. So let's get this started. We're going to start with the living legend. I am talking about Miss Toni Braxton, who is soon to be Miss Tony Williams. Boo! What happened to that boy? Boo! What happened to that boy? But she has a new album coming out. She's entitled It's Sex and Cigarettes. Now, at first, when I heard Sex and Cigarettes, the title, I said, okay, Toni, I know you're not trying to get extra ratchet, you know what I'm saying, to connect to this young generation. I mean, you can do it, but I'm like, Sex and Cigarettes. I'm like, whoa. I'm like, Toni, you are a living legend. There's no need for you to try to connect to the young. If they ain't feeling you have been in this game too long. And I'm like, okay, Toni, please don't do this to me. So when I heard Deadwood, that's the first song she came out with, I was like, okay. I'm like, all right, it was like, it didn't wow me, you know what I'm saying? So I was a little disappointed. But then maybe about a month and a half later, she came out with Long As I Live, and I said, yes, Toni, this one is it. You got one with this, and I talked about it on Current R&B Bangers maybe about 2 weeks ago. And this joint is a knocker. It gives you that Toni vibe that we always love her for. And it has a little knock to it. So give y'all a little sample of that. Here, As Long As I Live. And it goes a little something like this. Here we go. it's just so smooth, and I just like it. You know what I'm saying? It's a slow groove, got a little knock to it. You know what I'm saying? And it gives you that Toni essence of what we love about her. One thing about Toni we love the sensuality of her music. That's when we enjoy it. And this song gives you that, and it still has that knock. So I was like, Toni, it got me hyped. I was like, okay, Toni, this is what I like. I'm feeling this. You know what I'm saying? So then, you know, right after that, like I said, I started to get hyped for the album. So now, you know, listening to this song now, you know, I didn't really know the date then. So finally, we got the release date, which was March 23rd, which is this Friday. So you got like 5 days, and then you get the new song. And the new album, I mean. So you know, with the new album coming out, they give us another single. So Toni gave us another single. And it's entitled Sex and Cigarettes. Now, before I listened to the song, it brought me back to when I first heard the title. And I said, okay, Toni, what are you going to do with this? And to be honest with you, I love the record. I love it because it's just piano and it's Toni's vocals. And it's not a ratchet record. You know what I'm saying? It's just vocals and a piano, and she's just singing. You can't go wrong with that. You know Toni can sing. So when I heard it, I was like, I got to talk about this on Current R&B Bangers. So here's the first joint. It's titled Sex and Cigarettes. And it goes a little something like this. Smelling like sex and cigarette. Ooh. Now, the song just came out, so give me some time, you know what I'm saying? I'm learning it a little bit, you know what I'm saying? But again, it's just her vocals and the piano, just raw vocals. And I'm like, we all know Toni can sing. So, at the end of the day, I'm liking the record. For me, Toni is 2 for 3. I'm hyped for this record. Again, it's entitled Sex and Cigarettes. It comes out March the 23rd. And yo, you know what I'm saying? Give Miss the about to be new Miss Toni Williams. You know what I'm saying? So check out the album, y'all. I think it's gonna be dope. So that is the first joint on Current R&B Bangers. That is Toni with Sex and Cigarettes. Now the next artist was a favorite of mine of 2015. I remember being introduced to this guy's music, and after I heard it, it was a rap. And I'm talking about Leon Bridges now. Leon Bridges' Gold album, Coming Home, was a favorite of mine of 2015. I even did a video back when the album came out. And actually, it was the beginning of Junior's World of Soul. It was one of the first videos that I did starting my website, which is crazy. And it's like, I like Leon Bridges because of the soulful sound he had. Like, when you listen to his songs, he reminds you of Sam Cooke, Otis Redding, and Roy C. And it was just that older sound. And I'm such a soulful head. And if you know me, Sam Cooke is my favorite male singer of all time. Then Otis Redding is another one. And then Roy C. is another one of my favorite soul artists. So to have all that together and him to have his own sound with it, I thought it was so dope. And I was just like, I love this guy. You know what I'm saying? But I felt like, in my opinion, he got swept under the rug because he came up during the same time as Sam Smith. And I feel like Sam Smith was getting all the new King of Soul and all this. And I felt like, in my opinion, I felt like Leon was more soulful than Sam Smith. And that's just my opinion. You know what I'm saying? And I just felt like he got like swept under the rug and people just didn't adapt to him like he should. And then he did the songs with Macklemore and he started getting a little bit more mainstream attention. And it bothered me. And I talked about it. I tweeted about it. And, you know, I really, really talked about it because I really want to see this guy win because he is so dope. And this is the song that really made me become a fan, you know, of him. And this is, I got to give y'all a sample list. Here is Better Man, and I love it. And here we go. But it wasn't enough. And I do Give me your outside girl. Dun, 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 dun. Woo! Come on. Ah. Come on, y'all. That is soulful as hell. Like, come on. That is soulful as hell. But, yo, he got joints. Better Man, Smooth Sailing, Shine, The River, and Coming Home. Now, if y'all have not listened to this album, y'all are missing out on good music. The album is entitled Coming Home, and y'all really, really need to check it out. I'm telling you, and y'all can understand why I was such a fan of him. And if you love R&B soul music, you would definitely love Leon Bridges. So I would definitely want y'all to check out that album. But, after... You know what I'm saying? He got a lot of mainstream attention, and he was touring a lot and all that. It was like, by 2017, I was like, yo, I need some new music. So on his Twitter, he was like, I'm in the studio. I'm coming out with new music at the top of the year. And I'm like, okay. So I'm running, Coming Home, and I'm just like, when is Leon coming back? Like, yo, I'm ready for this album. So finally, he released 2 songs, and I was in New Orleans when he released these 2 songs, but let me tell you something, I made sure I was able to listen to it, you know what I'm saying, because I am a fan, and the 2 songs are dope, but I'm just going to talk about one of them. I'm going to talk about both of them, but I'm going to play y'all one of them. The first joint is called Bet Ain't Worth the Hand, and that is kind of the lane of Leon when you first met him as an artist, you know what I'm saying. It gave me that Roy C vibe. If y'all know about Roy C, if his sample is one of the most used in hip hop, him and the Honey Drippers. So he has a song, If I Could Love You Forever, and Bet Ain't Worth That Hand definitely gives me that vibe. It's definitely a soulful, slow ballad. So definitely check that out. But the second song is called Bad Bad News. And all I have to say, it shows the artistic growth. You can't sit there like, okay, we know Leon for being the soulful guy, but you got to grow as an artist. And I feel like this song, he's growing. It has like a current vibe to it, but it's still soulful. It's still Leon. He's not losing himself. And I think this joint is a banger. You can get your 2-step on, and I think Leon can definitely win with this record. If the record label does right with this, he can definitely win with this record. So the second joint on Current R&B Bangers is entitled Bad Bad News, and it goes to something like this. Here we go. Woo! Bad, bad news. Get your 2-step on. Millie rock with it. Hey, woo! Oh my God, when I heard it, I was like, yo, this joint is a banger. Like, yo, you can get your groove on, get your nice little 2-step on, you know what I'm saying? Get your little Millie rock on with it. This joint is dope. Oh my God, listen, Leon, what I need you to do is come out with a video with this joint. Yo, I know you gotta have some like choreography in there. Y'all getting some 2-stepping on. Y'all in the club or something like that. Listen, Columbia Records, I need y'all to push this record. Please. I want this boy to win for real. So, y'all, this joint is entitled Bad Bad News. This and Bet Ain't Worth the Hand is all on your streaming platforms, whatever you use. iTunes, Spotify, Amazon Music, whatever you use, you can find both of these records. Support this dude, like for real. This second album, I really, really want him to get the exposure he deserves. So, Bad Bad News, second joint on Current R&B Bangers. God, I'm so happy that boy winning, especially with that record, y'all. I was in New Orleans with my headphones in an Uber just going off, y'all, for real, because that song just gets you nice 2-step on. I'm loving it, and that just shows, again, another, just artistic growth with an artist. So, yo, please, I want Leon Bridges to win, so please, y'all, check this dude out. But the next artist is one of my favorite male vocalists out right now, and I'm talking about Gene Noble. Now, I talked about him a couple of times on Current R&B Bangers, But for one thing, like I said, vocalist Gene Noble can sing. And yo, like the things that he does vocally, crazy. But Gene is from New York, representing. He wrote songs for Chris Brown, Rihanna, Faith, and he did a song with Shaggy, if I'm not mistaken. Like the dude, you know what I'm saying? He has a little resume, you know what I'm saying? But I feel like his vocals is what is needed on mainstream. Like we need this generation to know what real vocals sound like, not computer vocals. It's all good you want to party, but we need some vocals there. And this dude definitely got it. Now, 2 joints that I talked about on Current R&B Bangers that I think deserves shine on mainstream radio. The first one was a ballad, and it was a duet he did with, her name is LaShondon. That's her name, LaShondon. I suck with names, y'all. But this joint is called Stolen Moments. And just listen to what this guy does vocally. Crazy. So, here is Stolen Moments. And it goes a little something like this. Here you go. Stolen moments with you. I'll take it 'cause that's what we do. Woo! Did y'all see that vocal run right there? Listen, he is nothing to play with vocally. I'm trying to tell y'all, Gene is a problem. Oh my God, y'all know I'm here for vocals, and he did that for real. This joint, the next joint he released on his the streaming platform that he has on Spotify and Apple Music and all that. This joint is called Never Know. And this song is definitely current, you know what I'm saying? But again, he still gives me those vocals. You know what I'm saying? One thing I know, he can sing. So when he does songs like this, it's cool. You know what I'm saying? So this joint was called Never Know. And goes a little something like this. Ah! Woo! So it got that current vibe, but you know what I'm saying? But still, you can hear them you can hear the woo in them vocals with him. You know what I'm saying? So I was cool with that. Like I said, you can party, but still give me those vocals, and he does on that. You know what I'm saying? But Never Know is on all his streaming platforms. Yo, check it out. I'll put it in the more info box so y'all can definitely check that out. So now with those 2 joints, me being a fan, him being one of my favorite male vocalists out, I was like, yo, I need some new music. What's up? Because I'm like destroying his SoundCloud. And I'm like, we need more music. So he was on his IG like, yo, new music is coming. New music is coming. And finally, he dropped the joint. The joint is called Expectations. Once again, he put it out on his SoundCloud page. This song is it. He's giving you vocals. People can relate to what he's saying in this song, and it's just a dope record. So here's Expectations, and it goes a little something like this. All right. And you told me to come to you. That's what I'll do. Come on. I can't wait to you. I got expectations with you. I'm talking shit. Okay, yeah. I messed up. Like I said, y'all, I just be learning these songs, so give me a break. You know what I'm saying? But the joint is dope, man. Like, I know that melody from somewhere. I know I heard that melody somewhere before. You know what I'm saying? It's very familiar. It's giving me some familiar vibe. That's what another thing that really kind of drew me to the record. But the joint is crazy. He goes off, yo, in this record. Like, I wish I could play the whole song for y'all, but listen, he gets to that like second verse and he just goes in, and vocally he just shows you I can sing. So there's no games, you know what I'm saying? So yo, Expectations again is on his SoundCloud page. I'm gonna put his info in the more info box, y'all. Y'all just gotta listen to this greatness and listen to this boy sing. Like, check out Stolen Moments. Check out, he did another For Granted with what's her name, Renee. He did another duet. This brother can really sing, and he deserves all the shine for real. So, Expectations by Gene Mobile, third joint on Current R&B Bangers. All right, we rolling. Now, the next artist is another favorite vocalist of mine, male vocalist, and he's becoming a favorite on Current R&B Bangers. I am talking about Frank Vocals. Now, he is dope. I was introduced to him by his EP, Can I Be Frank With You? I just think that's so dope. And I say, when I talked about the album, it definitely gave me, again, like Marvin, I Want You vibes, but he made it very current. You know what I'm saying? He got some bangers on there, but the joint that still gets spins with me is called Lucky For You. I talk about this song every time I talk about Frank because that's how I was introduced to him. And the song is just dope. Like, it's a dope record. So here's a sample of that, and here is Lucky For You. I'm giving you all my time, everything. Don't waste my time. Lucky for you, baby. Woo! It got a nice little vibe, y'all, and like, so if y'all want to check out, please check out his EP, Can I Be Frank. It's on his it's on all streaming platforms. He put it on his SoundCloud. So there's no reason why you do not listen to this EP, for real. So check it out. But then he released another joint, December of 2017, where I talked about on my IG, because he put it up. And I did a Current R&B Bangers, and I was so mad at Frank because I was like, yo, you should have told me, because I could have talked about this joint on Current R&B Bangers. But he put it up, and I put it up on my IG page, and it's entitled Want You Now. And it's a knocker. It's a knocker, but again, Frank is giving you them vocals. Hello, if you're going to call yourself Frank Vocals, you got to get vocals. But he gives you some vocals, and this joint is called I Want You Now, and it got a nice little bop to it. So here it is. Alrighty. Oh no. Woo! Hey! Say, yeah. Got, see what I'm saying? Got a nice little groove to it. You know what I'm saying? That's one thing about Frank. I like that, you know, he keeps it straight, like mid-tempo, you know what I'm saying? But it still got a knock to it, that you can still groove to it, you know what I'm saying? So that is I Want You Now. Now, the one thing about Frank that I have to say, this dude is a dude that you know that loves music. Because I'm telling you, this dude gives you banger after banger. Like, it's like if you follow him on his SoundCloud, it's like every other couple of days he's giving you a new joint. And you could tell that he loves it. You know what I'm saying? It's no fraudulent stuff with him. You could tell this dude really, really loves music and loves what he does and wants to be heard. And I think it's just so dope. You know what I'm saying? So The last joint I talked about on with Frank is his joint called Classy. This joint goes in. It's becoming a favorite of mine of 2018 already. You know what I'm saying? Because that damn horn. He has a horn in this joint that is just dope. You know what I'm saying? And Classy is just everything. And I talked about it, and this joint is just hot. So I felt like if I'm going to talk about Frank before I give y'all the new joint, I had to play this song. So here is Classy, and goes a little something like this. Just listen to the horns, y'all. I'm telling you. So classy and so gangsta. That's why I fuck with you. You know. That's why I fuck with you. You keep it so gangsta. That's why I fuck with you. You stay true to you. That's why I fuck with you. See what I'm saying? Like, he's so mellow with his, you know what I'm saying? But he still give you that knock to it, you know what I'm saying? And then he still give you them vocals. That's one thing I'm saying. He's saying his name is Frank Vocals. He got to give you some vocals. He can't play games with your last name being Nat. You can't play games with that. You know what I'm saying? But again, he keeps it mid-tempo, but he still gives you that knock to it, and that's what I really like about it. But Classy is on all streaming platforms. Check it out. But about a week ago, Frank released this joint entitled 100 Vibes. It's the same producer that produced I Want You Now. Joint is definitely smooth. It's fresh. Again, it's definitely mid-tempo. It's definitely right. And the joint is entitled 100 Vibes. And it goes a little something like this. Here we go. Woo, come on. Woo. Yo, the vibe is serious. Now, if you like to smoke a little bit, this song will be for you. You know what I'm saying? While you rolling up a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can, it's called 100 Vibes. And this song is just a vibe. It's exactly what the title says. Is what it is. It's just a vibe, and I think it's so cool. And that's why I want to talk about this joint on Current R&B Bangers, because it's a vibe. You know what I'm saying? That's what music should be about. Your title, you saying the song is called 100 Vibes, is giving you that vibe. It's just a smooth vibe. You can just it's like if I'm coming home from work from a stressful day, I could just throw this joint on and just vibe home while I'm riding. And again, it has that knock to it, but it's still smooth. You know what I'm saying? And that's one thing about Frank that I really like. You know what I'm saying? Like, he keeps it in the pocket. So y'all, fourth joint on Current R&B Bangers, it's entitled 100 Vibes. He put it on his SoundCloud page. I'm going to put all that in the more info box. I want y'all to check it out. For Frank Vocals, 100 Vibes is it. Now, the last artist is a dude that I talked about on Current R&B Bangers a couple of times. I'm talking about Justin Ruff. Now, his falsetto is crazy, yo. Crazy. And it's crazy. I was talking with someone, I think it was my brother Sin. We was talking back and forth about people that had falsettos. And it was crazy. This was maybe about 2 years ago. And we was like, yo, who has dope falsettos? And then we was talking about, Eddie Kendricks having a dope falsetto. And, I'm not even going to throw Dream in there. I'm sorry. No. And I was just like, dang, we ain't got nobody out that has that crazy falsetto. And it was crazy. Justin Ruff's song came out. And I think he put it out, and it was on, I got soul.com if I'm not mistaken. And I was like, yo, this song is crazy. It was called 12 a.m. Falsetto was ridiculous. I was like, yo. So he released the album. He entitled it, The Rough Draft, which I think is dope how he played on his name. But he had this song on it entitled I'm with it. And I wish I would have put that on my playlist, but I'm going to put it in the more info box so y'all can check it out. But that song is dope, and that's how I really was introduced to him, and I've been a fan ever since. I follow him on every social media account he got, and I just think he's dope. He's a singer, and that's what I feel like mainstream needs. We need to hear some singers, you know what I'm saying? And he sang. So then finally in December of 2017, he released a joint he entitled Diamonds, Nothing on You. And joint is crazy. And like I said, his falsetto is crazy. And I talked about this on Current R&B Bangers. So here is Diamonds, Nothing on You. And just vibe out to Justin in that crazy falsetto. So here we go. All right. Ain't got nothing on you, man, you, man, you, man, you, man, you. Ain't got nothing on. Come on, y'all. And then he goes to regular voice like that falsetto is crazy. You can't even hate on that. Like, that falsetto is crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, so now it's like when I can talk about somebody falsetto, I can definitely talk about Justin Ruff because it's not to be played with. So he finally released a new joint. He released the joint about a month ago. I told him, yo, I am going to talk about this on Current R&B Bangers, so be prepared. You know what I'm saying? The joint is entitled You. It's sexy. It's a sexy, sexy joint, sexy vibe. I think that's just what he about. He about that sexy for real, because he also did this, dang, I forgot what the song title was, but he did a Maxwell cover, and he killed it. Even Maxwell had to talk about it. Like, Justin Ruff, vocals is nothing to be played with. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, I'm going to put that in the more info box too. But this joint is called You, and it's a sexy joint. And it goes a little something like this. Here we go. Woo-hoo-hoo. Oh man, like this joint is so sexy, but it still got that knock in there. You know what I'm saying? Like the joint is dope. He put it on his SoundCloud page. I'm gonna put that all in the more info box. Yo, check him out, yo. And that horn in this joint, one thing about me, I love a horn. And if you give me a horn, you got it. You know what I'm saying? And Justin did his damn thing on this joint. So, y'all, the joint is called You, and that's by Justin Ruff. And, oh, God, the piano, the thing about to come in. I'm going crazy. Listen. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo! Yo, I get crazy with that horn. I was about to call it the piano, yo. I get crazy when I hear a horn. But again, yo, it's called You by Justin Ruff. Check that out. I'm going to put all his info in the more info box. That joint is a banger. Well, that's it, y'all. Those are your 5 bangers for the week. Toni Braxton, Sex and Cigarettes. Leon Bridges with Bad, Bad News. Gene Noble with Expectations, Frank Vocals with 100 Vibes, and Justin Ruff with You. Those joints are bangers, and they all have the vocals to prove it. Okay? But, yo, I know y'all have to like all these songs for real. They're bangers. Go support these records, y'all. You know what I'm saying? We have to let mainstream know, yo, that R&B and soul is really, really here. It's alive and well. We don't need to have these crazy conversations about how it's dead, and it's not. You know what I mean? And I definitely want to keep giving respect to the real ones out here that's representing R&B soul the right way, just not for clicks and not for, people just to check out their page. Like, we need real R&B respected the right way, you know what I'm saying? Because obviously mainstream is giving us a hard time when it comes to R&B, you know what I'm saying? So here at Junior's World of Soul, I'm going to continue to represent R&B the right way. And like I always say, I'm not hating on the new. I just feel like we need a balance, you know what I'm saying? Because I feel like when you have the perfect, the old school plus the new school, you have a good balance. I think that's a perfect soundtrack. You know what I'm saying? If a radio station and mainstream can do that, then I think everybody can be happy. You know what I'm saying? Because people are going to, of course, complain about, oh, this sounds dated, or this sound, I'm not getting with this sound. But if you give a station that gives you both, you can't hate on it. You know what I'm saying? But here at Junior's World of Soul, current R&B bangers, Flashback Fridays, I'm going to do that for y'all. I'm going to represent R&B the right way because I know it's here to stay and it ain't going nowhere. So, I kept y'all long enough and I had to end on a little shady note. Y'all caught the little shade with the vocals, right? But I'm going to get out of here. And since I came in with Tone Snett, I'm going to leave out with him. This joint is called Hold It Down, a favorite of mine. I talked about it on my top 5 R&B bangers on WFDU 89.1 FM. You can get it on iHeartRadio, all that. I'm gonna put that in the more info box, yo. I do it every last Thursday of the month. And check me out, y'all. I'm giving y'all 5 bangers, and they all coming from current R&B bangers, and I get to pick 5 of my favorites. So I think that's dope, and this is one of the ones that I talked about on the radio. Again, it's called Hold It Down, and it goes a little something like this. And hopefully to see y'all next week with current R&B bangers. So here we go. Hey, you heard the beat coming like this. Say what you wanna say. It's on my mind. Something good. Never down. I'm in love. Woo! Oh, that sound good. See the place that's it right. Ha! Ha! I'm out, y'all. Peace.